Hello everyone, thank you for being here. We are going to get you a quick reading. Well, I don't know if it'll be too quick. We'll see how this leads us. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys are enjoying the rest of your weekend. We're going to look at your past, present, and future energy, and then we'll get some advice if we have time. Let's see. So I just want you to try to clear your mind. Let's see if I can tap into your energy here. If you do like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. First card we're going to look at is your recent past. Wow, the moon, major arcana for Cancer, Pisces, showing up here. Okay, let's move it more like this for now. And in your current energy, we have the Ace of Wands, some Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, beautiful. And your future, Knight of Pentacles, some earth energy. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn showing up. Bottom of the deck and the top of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, some more earth energy. And the King of Cups, Scorpio. Okay, so in the background, what you're not seeing right now in this energy here is there is a King of Cups, could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, who wants a new beginning with you. There's somebody here that wants to offer you a new beginning, and they're serious about it. I feel like they're reminiscing, they're looking back and towards the past. Maybe you shared something with this person that didn't go all the way. This person right now is just thinking about it. I feel like they have it in their mind, but I don't feel like they're taking action just yet. So we'll see. We're going to clarify these cards and see what this all means for you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So in the recent past, your very first card is a major arcana. It's the moon. There was a lot of mystery here. So we're going to have to dive in and see what else I can pull from here. But there was a lot of silence, okay? I feel like you maybe had to withdraw, retreat, keep to yourself. People could be looking at you as somebody who's quite mysterious because you are very private. Now, I feel like you had a lot of fears, a lot of doubts about a situation, but in your current energy, the Ace of Wands, this talks about the universe offering you a new stable opportunity to rebuild, to basically let go of those fears, let go of those doubts that you maybe had in the recent past. And in the near future, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This could be another person coming towards you here, offering you a seed to plant with them. We will see if it's you or them being somebody else in your energy. I do see, again, this Knight of Pentacles could be this King of Cups, taking that pentacle, bringing it towards you, moving very slowly. We'll see. What's this moon? What happened in the recent past for the collective watching this, please? The Seven of Wands, something that you fought really hard for. I feel like you fought people off. You kept people out of your space, out of your energy. You maybe didn't share what you've been going through. Something here that you had a lot of hopes for, a lot of passion to continue to fight for, but it left you on the edge, okay? I feel like in every aspect, on the edge mentally, on the edge physically, on the edge spiritually. You were on a cliff here, ready to slide off. So I feel like whatever happened here with the moon, emotionally, it was very deep and challenging for you. I feel like you persevered through something very difficult here. And let's see if we can dive into it a little bit deeper. What's the Seven of Wands with the moon? I feel like you've hidden whatever you've been fighting through. You've kept it quiet. You've kept it to yourself. And this is some fire energy here. Let's see what else. Wow, the Devil, Capricorn energy, another major arcana. Yeah, this is something that you felt very stuck to. I feel like you felt very... very chained to energetically. You couldn't let it go. You kept fighting for something to work out. It could be a contract of some kind. So it could have been work, it could have been marriage, it could have been commitment. Something that you had a lot of doubts about. You weren't sure if this was the right path for you, but I feel like whatever was transpiring, you continued to fight for yourself and for possibly a connection or a job, whatever the case may be. And with the Devil energy here, it felt toxic. It felt exhausting. It felt you know, like you tried to fight things off. Maybe people who wanted to try and help you, you maybe pushed them out. You didn't want to share what you were going through with this moon energy, kept it hidden. You wanted to sort it out on your own. But even though you tried to be strong and, you know, get through it on your own, with the Seven of Wands, it left you feeling isolated, okay? There's this sense of isolation. There's also this sense of addictions. You could have even gone down some road of addictions privately, or it could be obsessive behavior, obsessive thinking, obsessive reminiscing, obsessive negative self-talk. See what's at the bottom of the deck. Wow, the Lovers, Gemini energy. Yeah, there was a choice made here in love with a connection. Oh yeah, definitely a connection. You could have lived with this person. You could have been married. There is the Four of Wands, which is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy, and the Lovers, which is a major arcana for Gemini. You felt stuck to this person. You felt like you couldn't escape this home that you maybe built with them. I feel like you didn't want to give up on this. This is something you continue to stay on the edge for. But you did have a lot of intuition about it. Your deep emotions were pushing you to see the truth about a situation. The moon can illuminate as well as the sun can, right? So even though there's darkness, there's a lot of doubts, a lot of fears, the moon in the darkness does shine brightly enough for you to see the truth about a situation. However, making a choice was no easy feat. I see with the Devil, it's like you felt chained, you felt attached, you felt like you couldn't escape this, like you couldn't break free from this connection. But there was a choice that had to be made here, a very difficult choice. Let's see. In the current energy, we've got the Ace of Wands. You know what? I want to get more on this, guys. Let's see if I can get more here. What happens here in the recent past? The Devil is talking about feeling attached, feeling energetically stuck, like you can't disconnect. Yeah, look at that. The Nine of Swords. So much anxiety about this. So much stress, so many sleepless nights, a lot of nightmares. It's become a nightmare. It's become something that you feel like your mind has been consumed by. This is something that no matter how much you fought for, it left you feeling depleted, exhausted. Like you could have even been feeling like you needed a lot of sleep. So whatever this choice that was made here, it's almost at the end if it hasn't ended yet. Okay, because the Nine of Swords is just before the Ten of Swords, which talks about a major betrayal, a major ending. I should have checked what was at the bottom of the deck. Let's get one more. What's the Nine of Swords? What happens after the Nine of Swords? Oh my gosh, we're not going to take those. Those are too many cards. Pardon me. Oh my. Look at the Tower, you guys. This home could have come crashing down. Look at that. Five of Wands. Could have been a lot of tension, a lot of arguments. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. We're going to read through these, but I'm not going to lay them down. But let's just remember what came out here. So I asked, what happens after the Nine of Swords? The Tower, an ending, a major destructive energy of the foundation collapsing. Okay, this is out of your hands. This is an unexpected shift, a major change here. After that comes the Five of Wands. It causes a lot of tension, a lot of gossip, a lot of people discussing this about what's happened. Maybe the two of you were in a connection. Could be 9 years or more, 9 months or more, whatever the case may be. Pardon me. 7 years or more. There's something here about this coming to an end and it causing a lot of gossip, a lot of people having opinions about how this ended, okay? After that comes the Star. And in tarot, the Tower hits. And then I believe it's the Tarot. Yeah, in the Tarot, I believe the Star comes after the Tower. Maybe it's the Death card. I don't know. I have to double check, but I think it's the Tower. This talks about healing. This talks about leaving it up to the universe, releasing it, whatever pain you've been through. You're hopeful that it will end, and you're hopeful for the future. This is somebody who has allowed themselves to free themselves from the Devil energy and to let go. Okay, not listening to the gossip of other people. accepting this major shift. This is another major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving in a new direction. A karmic cycle has closed out here. And it offers that Ace of Pentacles that we saw before, that this person wanted to bring in. So we'll see. This shift could be a new opportunity from the universe, which is what I'm getting. A new beginning with the Fool, Aries, Aquarius energy. This is card number 0. This is wanting to take a whole new leap into the unknown, okay? A risk to start over with so many options at your hands. You have so many things that you're daydreaming about here, but you need to focus on one of them. So there is this sense of confusion, this sense of wanting to take a risk, wanting to go into the unknown, being a little bit fearless because you have been attached energetically to someone or something else that was not healthy, could have been toxic, something that you put a lot of time into, a lot of emotions into, a lot of fight into, and you didn't give up. There was something that the universe just closed it out because you wouldn't. You felt tied to it with the Devil energy. Okay, let's see. Pardon me, guys. The Ace of Wands now showing up in your current energy. This talks about a whole new start, you guys. Something that is allowing you to get excited about life again. There's some sort of new beginning here. The Wands talks about our passions, our ambitions, our goals, things that really excite us in life. So it could be, you know, either personal things that excite you, or it could be career related. It very well could be, but wow, okay. The Eight of Cups wanted to show itself. You've turned your back on the past. You've turned your back on love. I feel like you're focusing now on this new beginning. With the Eight of Cups, you're reminiscing, you're looking back at those cups of love that you had, but I feel like you're saying, you know what, I've gone through so much, I'm not going to spend another minute. You've gone through the dark night of the soul here. This is something that was very, very difficult for you, but you've turned your back. You've emotionally detached. You're not allowing yourself to be emotionally tied to this anymore, and you're looking towards the future. See? The 10 of Cups. You're looking for the 10 of Cups, you guys. You go from the 8 to the 10. The 2 of Cups is the love. It's the 2 cups that we see in love. So it's like they're missing from the 8 of Cups here, but it's right here. Pardon me. In this current energy, it's like the moment you emotionally let go of this, it calls in the 10 of Cups. It calls in the emotional abundance that you've been seeking, that you've been looking for, that you've been craving. Look at that, the 5 of Wands again. What is this? There's some sort of tension that's building up here. Competition even. I feel like you step into this 10 of Cups, it's going to cause a lot of people to kind of talk about this. The Magician, card number 1, and Death. Oh my gosh. Scorpio energy with some air energy here. Wow. Okay. You've closed out the cycle. Okay. You've transformed into a whole new way of living. You could have really changed the way you live your life. You've manifested something new for yourself here. You can see this card almost looks like a skeleton. Somebody who has gone through the dark night of the soul, ended something and transformed. And even though you could still feel depleted and tired, you're using your energy, your last bits of reserves of energy, to manifest something new for yourself, because you do have everything available in your hands to make a reality out of this. The 5 of Wands could be people that you need to fight in order to obtain this 10 of Cups, or you obtaining this 10 of Cups causes some sort of tension, causes some sort of competition or difficulty here. But I feel like this is rightfully yours. This is something that you called in. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here showing up in the future energy? This could be somebody else coming towards you here. Could be a younger energy, an earth sign. Wow, as I say, an earth sign. We've got the King of Pentacles. Okay, in the future energy here, I do see somebody. I don't feel like this is your energy, you guys. I feel like this is somebody from your 10 of Cups that we see in your current energy. You could be getting to know somebody here. Could be somebody that maybe you're in competition with even. This could be a younger energy. It doesn't have to be. This person may be younger than you. They could come in and offer you some sort of stability here, something that helps ground your energy a little bit. And they come in very, very slow. I feel like they see that you've had to heal through something. But they're showing up next as the King of Pentacles. It's like they suddenly show up in a different energy for you. It's like they show up very, very slow, but stable. Okay, this person has been methodically planning to approach you. Okay, and I feel like they are very grounded. They're very reliable. They're loyal. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is somebody that sees you as also being in that same energy of somebody who's very dependable. The Three of Cups, this could be someone who's a friend right now. And the Sun. Wow. Leo energy with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person makes you very happy. I feel like you guys could be friends, or you could meet this person through friends, or just in a community here. There's something about this person bringing in the sun, okay, making you feel very excited, very happy, very light again, okay? There's this sense of freedom to be who you are. And I feel like they're looking at you as this sunshine, this ray of sunshine as well. They look at you as the Ten of Cups, as somebody who brings them joy, brings them abundance, brings them the light, a light energy. The King of Pentacles can be very serious, can be somebody who's very focused on their career, focused on their stability, their security, their legacy. But you bring in this sense of playfulness, joy, excitement. What's this King of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles? Oh my gosh, the Lovers, Gemini energy. This is a whole new connection, you guys. This is a whole new love. This is somebody here who is different from this energy. This is your future energy. This is a new choice if you want to bring this person in, change the friendship, change the dynamic to build something with them. Page of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. Wow. This person could be kind of keeping an eye on you from a distance. They see you as the Empress. They see, and don't worry about the gender. This is just you showing up as somebody who's persevered through a lot, and you're creating a new reality for yourself. The number 3 could be significant here. There's this energy that you exude of calling in your manifestations, not needing to do too much. You just put a little bit of action, and it's like it's being called your way. And there's somebody here who is keeping an eye on you from a distance. You could even be keeping an eye on them from a distance. This person is in this energy of just observing, but a choice is going to be needed here. What's the Lovers? What's this choice going to look like for the collective? The World. Wow. You guys, this is, once a choice is made here, it's like this sense of freeing yourself, allowing yourself to enter this new world very vulnerably. Like, you don't have to be perfect. You can allow yourself to show up as you are. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. Card number 0. Aries, Aquarius energy. There's a whole new beginning here for you guys. After a major battle, after feeling like you wanted to give up on love, feeling like you know, the wounded warrior, feeling like what you've given in the past just never amounted to what you wanted it to amount to. Yeah, because you've dealt with a lot of deceptive people, a lot of liars, a lot of people who have kept secrets from you where you couldn't build that trust. Look at the 10 of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, heavy here. You took so many swords, and it took you a while here to disconnect from whatever this was. Let me get you a little bit more clarity here, just so we can see if it resonates more. It could have been a Capricorn that you disconnected from, or Cancer, Pisces. But let's see, who was this attachment with? Who left the collective in this nightmare? Who was that? The Chariot. Okay, it could have been a Cancer for sure. Again, all the signs that I mentioned, but really it could be any of the signs. But the major ones that are showing up here is Cancer, Capricorn, and Pisces. This is somebody that you had to leave behind. This is somebody that you had to, I feel like you almost felt like they left you behind as well. This is somebody who jumped in a chariot and just took off. Okay, they left a home behind. They left, there's something here about them leaving while you still felt energetically attached, while you still were left hanging. You were still there fighting for something, but they were already moving on. They were already disconnecting from you. Disgusting. Okay, let's see. Let's get a little bit more here. I want to see what's this new opportunity for the collective with that Ace of Wands. Something very exciting comes in. While it comes in, you're emotionally detaching. I feel like it took you maybe a little bit of a long time to disconnect from this previous energy, but you're calling in the Ten of Cups. Give me more. The Three of Wands. Yeah. You've manifested and now this is you waiting. Okay. We saw the Magician earlier. This is you waiting to call in this Ten of Cups. You've detached emotionally. You fought through the anger. You fought through the disappointments. You fought through the disappointment of the Ten of Cups not working out for you. And I feel like that's what you were manifesting, to see something clearly, to call in a new beginning. And the new beginning is here and it excites you, although you're still healing. Look at that, the Ace of Swords, bringing in that clarity, bringing in a new way of manifesting, a new way of thinking, working hard. You could be really, you know, diving into your work at this time in the current energy, making plans for the future. You can see yourself here in both of these cards. Your back is facing us. That means you're you're looking towards the future. Okay, you're turning your back on your old emotions. You're disconnecting to allow this new Ace of Wands to enter. And I feel like it's going to come. Okay, you had to fight for it. It's definitely not like it just falls in your lap. Okay, you had to change your mindset. You had to change the way you see yourself, change the way you see what happened, change the way you look at, you know, the truth, and accept that it was a hard pill to swallow, whatever you learned. But, you know, putting your investments back into yourself, because this person leaves you in a nightmare. They leave you with bad habits, repetitive, obsessive thinking, while they were already making plans to get out of there and leave you behind. And I feel like the universe sees that. You call in some sort of stable partner here. Could be an earth sign, you guys. Very heavily an earth sign or a Gemini. Give me more. Who's this King of Pentacles with the Lovers card? Wow, the Queen of Swords. Could be somebody who has gone through a divorce or a separation of their own. Don't worry about the gender. It's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Or this could be you. This is you accepting this King of Pentacles after you've gone through a divorce or separation of some kind. It could go both ways, guys. You guys could both be exiting a marriage, making a choice to rebuild with someone new. Look at Pisces energy with the Hanged Man, another major arcana, and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you were in this energy of feeling stuck, feeling like you had to self-sacrifice for all these losers of people who could just never be upfront and honest. People who snuck around, kept secrets, betrayed you, left you feeling stuck, left you feeling like you self-sacrificed. Could have been somebody who was a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, somebody who came in with very little emotion. Somebody who had a hard time telling you the truth, okay? They saw that your light was too bright for them. This is someone who worked in the shadows, someone who worked at night to keep things a secret from you. And they felt like they could get away with stuff, but you're the Empress. You know. Could have had children with this person even. It doesn't have to be the case. What's this? Look at that, Three of Cups, Wheel of Fortune again, the Star again, the Empress and the Sun. Wow. Definitely could have a child with this person. Or they could have had a child in secret behind your back. You've released this. You're healing. Again, that Wheel of Fortune, we saw it earlier with the Star. You're releasing. Okay, if there was a third-party energy, you're letting, the universe just closed it out for you. These are major arcanas here. The Wheel of Fortune. This karmic cycle has come to an end. What's this Fool card here? Actually, let me get more. I want to know more. Who's this King of Pentacles? How are they coming in? They come in very slow. Could be met at work. You could be meeting them through community or through a workplace. The Queen of Cups. This could be you. You're showing up here as the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. You could have gone through a divorce. You could have, you know, had a very difficult time to allow this person in. They could feel like you're a little bit shut off, a little cold, a little distant. But I feel like they open up your heart again. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups, someone who's very loving and nurturing to this person. This could be their energy as well, you guys, but I'm just getting that it's you. Every time I ask, who is this King of Pentacles, it's like they're showing me how they see you. This is somebody who could be younger than you. They keep showing up in Earth energy, Page of Pentacles. Somebody that is possibly an entrepreneur, somebody who has a business, somebody who works very hard. Look at all of these pentacles. Again, you could have met them at work. This is someone who comes in very serious. They're not going to be coming in as a player or as a casual person. They maybe start off as a friend or a colleague, but this is someone who is very stable, very serious. They've learned to only invest their time, their energy, their emotions into people that are going to be there for the long haul. Okay, this is someone who makes investments for the long term, not somebody who's going to invest for a few months. Three of Cups. You could definitely be friends with this person. What's the Fool? There's this new risk here that's being taken, a whole new beginning after feeling defeated. What's the Fool card? The Four of Swords. Yeah, after a time of healing, this is Libra energy. The Fool is showing up here because you're ready to get going. You're ready to take a leap of faith into the unknown. You've really prayed about something coming towards you. I feel like you've prayed for this new beginning, this new opportunity to free yourself, to let go and just allow what's coming in to come in. You could have been very tired. Like I said, we saw the Wounded Warrior here. Where was it? Right here. We saw it a few times. So the Nine of Wands. This is something that you had to really heal from. What's the Nine of Wands? So you are taking a new leap of faith. You are going to be taking a risk with this person. I feel like, wow, Six of Cups. You could feel like this person is a soulmate. You could feel like you've known them in another life. This is somebody who's going to fight for you, somebody who's going to show up for you, who won't give up on you, who will give to you, who will nurture you, take care of you. At the same time, I feel like you could still be thinking about this past, because somebody here from the past is showing up attached to this Wounded Warrior energy, all the energy that you put when you had to fight for something, when you didn't want to give up on something here. But I feel like this is really telling me here, whoever you've healed from, whoever you've walked away from, it allows you to start this new beginning. And although you still feel like the Wounded Warrior, you know, another thing I'm getting, sorry guys, this person, whoever this King of Pentacles is that's coming in the near future, they could be somebody that you known long ago. Okay, it could be somebody that maybe you fought for in the past, but it didn't work out. That could be something here. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 10-10 could be significant, October 10th. Wow, the number 20. Guys, something is over. It's done, it's finished. You can't resurrect this, okay? There's for sure an energy here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces. That is done. You cannot resurrect this. It's over. It was a burden. It was exhausting. It was a betrayal. Okay? I saw the Seven of Swords several times. It's a nightmare. Remember how I said the 9, right after that comes the 10 of Swords, the betrayal, after being in this nightmare. That is what is not being resurrected, okay? You cannot revive that relationship, so let it go. With the Eight of Cups, let it go. Fight yourself if you have to accept that that's over. Look towards the future. I feel like this energy is you healing, taking a new leap of faith in a new direction. Even though you still feel wounded and guarded a little bit, there's going to be a choice to allow this to close out and begin a whole new cycle here. We've got the World, we've got the Fool card, which talks about a risk. We've got the Lovers, which is a new connection. And if it's not a new connection, it could be somebody that you had love for in the past that is coming back around. What's the Six of Cups? Let me get a little bit more here. What's the Six of Cups? The King of Swords. Somebody who's made a decision that they want to invest now. They could also come off a little cold too. You guys are showing up as matching energies here, okay? The King and Queen of Swords. The two of you could have closed out a cycle, meaning a divorce, a separation from someone else, and maybe you two are now coming back around to one another. We saw the Wheel of Fortune several times. It's like a shift is happening here. Four of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. This is the two people coming back together to build something. The Five of Swords. After there could have been an argument. You could have had an argument with this person long ago. Somebody that said some maybe mean things to you. I feel like the two of you are having a second chance at something here. So I feel like you could both be a little bit guarded, but there's something here about this person being methodical, being very strategic with how they approach this. And it's like they're coming back into your future energy here. And I feel like it is going to be a risk. It is going to be a risk. But they are the sun. They are the sun in your world. You are the sun in theirs. There's this clarity that comes in for absolute abundance and joy. This person allows you to be who you are. They allow you to be the sunshine. It's like they're not intimidated that you are the light, that you are very successful, that you are abundant, that you are loving. They could have children. You could have children. There was regrets here. Okay, this could be somebody that in the past left you a little bit hurt, brokenhearted. Nine of Cups. That, you know, when you were single, they could have regretted it, but not had the courage to say something. This is a wish fulfillment. This is something that you manifested back into your life here, you guys. The Page of Wands. There they are again, the Page of Pentacles and the Empress. Again, I feel like you manifested this person and you've called them in. You're not chasing them, but they want to come in and offer you something. They start off small, okay? They start off very small. Took this person some time to learn how to treat you, how to show up for you. What's the Sun? Yeah, the Five of Cups. There's healing here, okay? There's clarity, there's healing after this person could have hurt you in the past, rejected you. You could have done it to them. I don't know, but there's something here about regrets, okay? But clarity coming in, attached to this new person, or it's a new go again. It's somebody, it's not this energy, okay? This person is done. This person could be also from your past, okay? But it's like from a long time ago. Somebody else. They could have lived at a distance from you. Could have been friends with them, could have had a group of friends with them. This is somebody that you maybe waited for and didn't show up for a long time, so you kind of moved on. Let's see, we're going to get you guys some advice here with the Wounds to Wisdom deck. Just want to see what comes up for you guys. You need to know. Sorry, like I said, the video was not short. Change begins with acceptance, okay? So you got to accept that finally you're free from this. We've got you are still becoming. And we've got, it's okay to not be okay. Let's see if I can get you a little message here. Bear with me for a second. I'm going to look through the book here. I want to get you guys at least this first card that we pulled. So it says, change begins with acceptance. And let me see if I can just hold this up and read it out to you so you guys can keep an eye on it. So the key themes here, Surrender, transformation, inner peace, self-awareness, embracing the present. You cannot change what you refuse to accept. This card is a reminder that transformation doesn't begin with resistance. It begins with recognition. When you acknowledge what is without judgment or denial, you create space for something new to take root. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It does not mean settling. It means seeing the truth as it is and using that truth as a foundation for change. The moment you stop fighting reality, and look at you, fighting reality, because the moon can also talk about illusions too. The devil can tempt us to stay stuck. The moment you stop fighting reality, you free yourself to shape your future. Let go of the struggle, embrace what you embrace what you are, so you can move toward who you want to be and where you want to be. So for that card, it does say, instead of resisting what is, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Acknowledge your emotions without shame. They are guides, not obstacles. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Trust that clarity and growth come from surrendering. Remember, you can want things to change while still honoring where you are right now. And what I would recommend doing with this card here, we're going to do a little visualization exercise here. Okay. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in front of a flowing river. You have been trying to push against the current, exhausting yourself in the struggle. Now take a deep breath and release your grip. Instead of fighting, you allow the river to carry you forward. Feel the ease, feel the surrender, the trust in where you are going. That's beautiful. And you can try these journal prompts if you guys want. You can always rewind this video. What in my life have I been resisting, and what do I need to accept? Number 2, how would my energy shift if I embraced the present instead of fighting it? And number 3, what first step can I take towards change now that I accept where I am? And your affirmation is, I embrace what is, knowing it is the first step toward what can be. Change begins with acceptance, and I welcome transformation with an open heart. Actionable insight. Identify one area in your life where resistance has been holding you back. Instead of trying to force this change, practice acceptance today. Breathe into what is, knowing that from this place of peace, true transformation begins. And you guys, the other cards here too, they're very significant. Don't ignore these. You are still becoming, okay? That's in your current energy. I feel like that's where you are going through the dark night of the soul. You're seeing with exciting, new opportunities showing up for you here. You're seeing that there's something more for you, okay? So you are still becoming, and it's okay to not be okay. I feel like when this person enters your energy here, you're closing out this major shift, this major ending of who you used to be. And you're becoming this whole new person. You're even living differently. But you don't, of course, forget where you came from. With the Queen of Swords, you've had to cut out a lot of shit out of your life. And I feel like this person has had to do the same, but you haven't lost the love that you show up with for people, okay? You're still that angelic person that you once were. So you need to heal whatever has transpired here, because it has been a nightmare. It has been toxic. It has had its grip on you, and you fought very hard to try and keep it. And you've done it alone. I feel like you haven't shared with people the shit that you've been through. So how can anybody help too, right? Sometimes we have to get through it on our own. Anyways, I hope you guys liked that. And if that did resonate, please do consider giving it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.